Why was Superman interested in dating Wonder Woman? He wanted to date someone in his own league. What is going on, friends? Welcome to a special anniversary Comic Book Editions Volume 250. I'm so excited that we made it here. When I started doing these Comic Book Editions videos, getting to Volume 250 was nothing that even crossed my mind. But here we are, and we're going to enjoy it. Something else that I have been thinking a lot about is reaching 1,000 subscribers. And really, the final big push is on, because it's really within spitting distance. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you take this opportunity to do so and give this video a thumbs up, a like, and a heart because the algorithm enjoys that. I'll be asking for your comments at the end of today's video. I love reading those. When it came time to choose a theme for an anniversary edition of Comic Book Editions, Volume 250, there's a lot of different topics that I kind of kicked around. But all of a sudden, it started raining AOKs. And I'm not kidding. I've got one from John's Comics with Friends. I've got another one from Kal-El Comics. Silver-haired Bronze Age Babe sent one. And there's more to come. But the more I got to thinking of it, for an anniversary video, celebrate it with friends. First of all, I've said this before. I think I say this each time I do an AOK. But I want to make sure that my point is driven home. You never have to buy me anything. I'm happy with having your friendship. It's not because you bought me something or sent me something. That's not what makes the friendship. You being awesome and being supportive and us getting to connect about this hobby and grow our friendship. That is the true gift. The comic books are great, but the friendships are better. That having been said, I ain't going to deny. I'm going to have a great day here today opening up some AOKs. We're going to do 2 out of the 3 AOKs in this video and then save another one for next week. And we're going to get started with a longtime friend of mine, the big box, silver-haired Bronze Age Babe. So Sarah and I go all the way back. She first AOK'd me in Comic Book Editions Volume 15. That was a long time ago. And she sent, I remember in that video, she sent an awesome Black Canary Starman team-up that was included in the AOK, plus some other things. From a Brave and the Bold Silver Age issue. I don't know what she sent me. At first I thought maybe a comic book, and it still could, but the box is kind of big for that. I don't know. The easiest way to find out is to open up the box. So when you come out of fast forward mode, we discover together. Let's go. So this is what I'm seeing. It's time to dig in a little bit more. As I do that, I will let you know that I actually remember the very first time I saw Silver-haired Bronze Age Babe on YouTube. It was a Friday night, and she was a guest on a Superman themed stream. And I was watching it, and the entire show was so good. And I had never seen Sarah before, and she just entertained me so much. And I think mostly everyone that was on that panel except for her. And this is when I was newer to YouTube. And she just impressed me so much. I'm like, oh, she's just the coolest person. And it is such a privilege to be able to call her one of my closest friends. So that's awesome. Okay. I honestly don't know what this could be. Okay, it's something framed, but I don't know what because the back of it is towards me. Oh, we got a note. Ryan, there will come a day when you decide to put some treasures on your wall. These Neal Adams sign prints are for that day. Cheers, Sarah. Wow. So I will say that I've kind of been holding off till I got to 1,000 subscribers. And now that, as I just mentioned at the beginning of this video, that's kind of becoming a reality. I'm starting to think about what back here could look like. Let's see what Sarah has contributed. So here's one. Oh, sweet. Oh, and there's a signature down here, hand signed. So this comic book, Martian Manhunter, I recently added into my collection. I showed in a previous comic book editions video. So it was around 2016, I think, that Neal Adams tributed Neal Adams. So he took a bunch of his classic covers and reimagined them just with different characters. So in the original, of course, it was Batman and Robin, and here we have Superman and Wonder Woman. Oh, and the colors just pop on that. Just pop, pop, pop. Wow. And I see the next one. I'll set this one back in the box. This is just the perfect complement for it. So this is the Darkseid War Special, Justice League Darkseid War Special. It was a one-shot. And Sarah actually gifted me a slab of this comic book. And I showed that in a comic book editions video as well. I think that was comic book editions volume 222, where you can see the slab on that. So, that's going to pop. See, I really like the white background on the cover, which, you know, you put it up against the wall with the frame and stuff, and the colors makes it pop even more. Where's the signatures right down here. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Neal Adams is Sarah's favorite comic book artist. I am a huge fan of his as well. I did have the chance to meet him. I do have his autograph in addition to just what Sarah gifted me. I don't have his autograph on these. But as a matter of fact, I do have a print when they did the World's Finest 180 homage, where it was Wonder Woman lifting up Superman on the construction site about to toss him. I have that signed, and I think that's personalized to me, courtesy of my friend Mr. Fridgeart, who gifted that to me years ago. So I have that one too, so I would be able to do like a trilogy of these. That's cool. See, the mind, it's creatively, the wheels are turning. Oh, wow. Sarah, my friend, I can't thank you enough for thinking of me and sending this my way. That is so mega cool. Oh, wow. Sarah, you can find, there's a picture of Neal on the back. Cool. Sarah, you can find on Fanboys Live in the Retro Review. We always get her at least once a month. We try to get her a little bit more than that if it's possible, but guaranteed once a month. And that's the greatest DC Comics show on YouTube, which you can find here on my YouTube channel. It's on Sunday nights, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, 7:15 p.m. Central. You'll always find me. You'll always find Signature King Tony. Pretty often you find Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe, and sometimes we have special guests as well. So thank you, Sarah. They got here safely. They are awesome. I love them. I truly, truly, truly love them. So thank you. I didn't know, like prints, honestly, were not even, I'm like, what? She said, I have something to send you. And she sent me tracking. And I'm like, I don't know what this could be. I thought maybe First Lady Cop is a possibility, just because recently I was on the 1011 show with Gary B, the casual comics guy. And before we started, Sarah said to me, if you don't have Lady Cop in your 1011, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm like, I don't own her first appearance. And she was like, mind blown. So I am working on getting that. As a matter of fact, even last month, I looked at a copy of it. I didn't end up pulling the trigger, but I think I'll be pulling the trigger sooner than later on that. Plus, I kind of need to get one for Andre, my friend in Brazil, because he kind of expressed interest in getting the First Lady Cop as well. So that is TBA. Thank you, Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe. A link to her channel is in the description for this video. Sub her up. Enjoy the content that she produces. Her videos always leave you wanting more. So we're going to roll on over to the Fortress of Solitude. Kal-El Comics is a new friend of mine and is new to YouTube. So I've left a link for Kal-El Comics YouTube in the description for this video as well. Sub him up. I love that. I first knew of Kal-El because he left me such a great comment. One morning I woke up, was looking through my newer comments on my videos, and he left me this amazing comment. I'm like, what a nice person to stop and thoughtfully write out such a long reply or a long comment. And I love long comments. So that's one thing that I'm always jealous of. There's a few people I know in this community that are so good at just expressing their opinions, maybe not their opinions, but expressing their thoughts, in the comment section and just doing it so eloquently. And Kal-El definitely has that gift. And then I checked out his channel too, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I noticed from the very beginning, I mean, for someone that was brand new to YouTube, he had some things that I was like, wow, he has a catchphrase already. And he has, he's got an intro already. And he's kind of got it down, of what he needs to do. And although he's never asked me this, I'm just offering this unsolicited. The best thing to do on YouTube is just produce the content that you want to produce. Don't worry about the views. Don't worry about the subscribers, because they will go up and down. Just worry about putting out the type of videos that you like. And you are certainly doing a great job of that, Kal-El. And like I said at the beginning of this video too, even without sending me something, you are my true friend. So thank you. But he said, I do want to send you something. And I was like, wow. So I know that it's Wonder Woman. That's all I know. I specifically asked not to know anything more. He said, I might have a Wonder Woman comic book for you. Let me take a look. And I said, that's cool if you do. But if you do, don't tell me what it is, because I want to wait to this moment right now and have this moment. And he followed up and said, yeah, I did find one for you. And here it is. And I also want to acknowledge his sister, who helped to make sure that this got in the mail to me too. So thank you very much. You guys are very, very awesome. So you'll come out of fast forward mode, and we're going to discover together what came from the Fortress of Solitude. Okay, so I have seen nothing. All I have seen is the back of this cardboard, I promise you. So I think that there is a letter here. I'm trying to look without looking at the book. So give me one more second. I have not seen the book. I want to make sure am I doing this right? No, I'm not doing this right. I still haven't seen the book, I promise you. All I've seen is where I've inserted the cardboard in. Let me try something else. Maybe there isn't a letter. I thought there was a letter. Maybe it's inside the bag. That could be. So, still not looking. I'm going to see if there's a letter inside the bag. Maybe not. I could be totally embarrassing myself right now, which I think I am, because I don't think there is a letter, but I thought there was at first. But there definitely is a comic book. I think it's pretty old. Okay. Are you ready for the reveal? I am ready for the reveal. 3, 2, 1. Yes, I don't have this. Issue 88. Oh, I love this. I haven't gotten a Wonder Woman comic book from this era in my collection in quite some time. So this is pretty sweet that I have this. And I mean, there's like less than 100 Wonder Woman comic books from Volume 1 that I need to finish Volume 1. It's probably, I'm not going to say it's an impossible task, because you never know what life has in store for you. Life could have a winning lottery ticket that could make buying all of them, and just like that in a snap possible. But I didn't have this one. And Kal-El didn't know which ones I had and which ones I didn't. That is so cool. Great Hera. If I let the thing in the box escape, the world will be doomed. We can't have that now. So when you head on over to Kal-El's comics YouTube page, you're going to see that he has an amazing collection that he's just started to share. And he shares stuff that I don't see a lot of other collectors post or a lot of other people post. So it's, to me, even though some of the stuff that he shares is vintage and golden age on up, it's still fresh because you don't see a lot of people sharing it. Kal-El, I can never thank you enough for this. I am truly, truly stoked. This is going to be my read tonight. You know what? I've kind of been all about living in the moment lately. I'm going to read it right now. BRB. I'm back. And that was a fun read. So to tell you a little bit about the book, it's from 1957. Robert Kanigher is the writer, and there's 3 different stories inside. Harry Peter, the artist. So the first story is the one that the cover is taken from, and this is a really good cover. It's Wonder Woman versus the Duke of Deception. She is unaware that it's him at first that keeps sending her this mysterious box that when she looks away, disappears. It's all in an attempt to try to get her away, as there was an invasion on Earth that was going to take place from the planet Mars. So that's the first story. What I loved, the second story was all about Wonder Woman's magic lasso. So how appropriate that this comic book would end up with someone calling themselves the magic lasso, the talking lasso. And Wonder Woman, it's stories of like a clown that kind of had lost his confidence, and Wonder Woman kind of lets him use the lasso to regain his confidence back, but things get a little bit out of control. Then there's another scenario kind of similar to that. So it's the talking lasso, and the lasso, which I don't really remember talking before, narrates a little bit of the story too. But the final story is the one that I really like the best. And a millionaire puts out a huge reward for the secret identity of Wonder Woman. And somewhere, somehow, I mean, everyone's after Wonder Woman. Tell us your secret identity. We'll split the money with you. And she's like, I'm not interested in money. But somehow it gets revealed to the world that Lieutenant Diana Prince and Wonder Woman are the same. And so she's trying to disprove that Diana and Wonder Woman are the same. And she goes to great lengths, and it doesn't really pan out because everyone's like, Diana Prince is Wonder Woman. That's like a fact. And then it all turns out, spoiler, just like Bobby Ewing in the shower, it turns out to be a dream. This was a fun issue and a great read. Kal-El, my friend, thank you for sending this over my way. I will think of you and enjoy this and remember the enjoyment. Off topic, I did sniff the paper. Just saying, I would have done it anyway, even if I would have bought it myself. I don't know why I'm admitting that. It's Comic Book Editions 250. I guess it's time for just admissions of stuff. I'm just so off topic. Kal-El, thank you so much for thinking of me with this, and I will think of you when I enjoy this and reread this story. And I've really taken a liking to these Golden Age Wonder Woman stories. That wasn't always the case, especially when I was a younger collector. I just couldn't get into the Golden Age, but now I have a deeper respect and appreciation for these stories, and I'm happy to be able to check mark another one that I needed off of my list. You did awesome. Thank you. So I mentioned this before, but links to Kal-El Comics, please subscribe to him. I would consider that a personal favor because especially he's a new channel. Go over there, show some support, plus continued show some support if you're not subscribed already to Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe. Thank you to my awesome friends for making this Comic Book Editions Volume 250 video even better, which means that we'll have a part 2 in CBA 251 with John's Comics with Friends AOK unboxing. I know there's something in here. I don't want to say it. But Kal-El, there's something in here that you will like. I know that for sure. So that's next week what we're going to unbox. What did you think about what I showed today? Looking for any of these? Have any of these in your collection? Let's dialogue about all of this and more in the comment section below. Your comments are welcomed, encouraged, and appreciated. Thanks for making it to the end of this video. Back issue of the week YouTube short is already up on my channel. Check that out. It is about Red Sonja. I think there's a Red Sonja movie that is going to be in theaters for, a night. And it's going to be pretty quick before it goes to streaming. But Red Sonja is the topic for the back issue of the week. So look for that currently on my channel. Thanks for making it to the end of CBA 250, and I will catch you soon. Until then, take care. Bye for now.